guys like my favorite one is Teddy.
I like Teddy too.
As soon as I saw her, I was like, wow. But see, like when they like get her little background or whatever, I was like, oh, you probably like that she's a virgin. Not, I don't. I don't. I don't.
I just like Abby thinking
play,
like, oh, you just like her because she has a little virgin pussy.
Yeah, well, like, but that could work against her too. This might sound bad. Okay?
Oh boy.
but I mean, like, I'm being 100% honest here, okay? Like, just put this in as a preface, okay? Like, growing up as a teenager, I fucking had the biggest crush on Tyra Banks, okay?
Oh, okay.
Love Tyra Banks, like Vivica Fox, like hot as shit, all right? But there were some of the black women, okay, that I did not think were attractive at all. Like, do you think does he have to say these are the ones I want to send home, and like let's just happenstance say that like you wanted to send all the black girls home, and they're like no, you got to keep at least like 2 black women or something. I don't know. I'm just saying like
I bet there is a rule like that where they're like, hey, first 2 weeks, keep a little bit of other races here. Try to. Keep an open mind and try to have a couple other races here. I guarantee that's a thing.
And that, I'm not talking about just black women, but like there were some of the like the other women too, and I'm just like, oof. I'm like I'm like she is not attractive at all. Like, but yeah, like I wonder how much that plays into it. Where ABC's like, no, you need to keep like some ethnicity like in here. You know what I mean? Like,
I bet that's a big part. I bet that happens.
Yeah,
because I mean shows like this.
Obviously, like, you know, the times where we're at now, like there will obviously be ethnicity, which is fine. I have no problem with that. But like, you know, some of them, I mean, and they're just not good looking to me. I mean, I realize everybody has different tastes and all that stuff, but like some of them were just like, how did this person get invited? Like,
there was a lot of girls in this episode that like he'd be passing by and like they'd say something to him and then walk in the house and then he'd be like, damn, little mama, or something like
Teddy, you make me feel some type of way.
And I was like, oh, really? That girl made you feel some type of way?
Well, and the funny thing is like I thought a lot of them were like like very basic looking.
I can see that.
Like, and a lot of like the white girls looked the same. Like,
yeah, no, there was a lot of time where I was like,
stereotypical.
At the end, a girl got kicked out, and I was like, oh, is that the girl? Oh, no, she's right there with the rose. Okay, I guess I couldn't tell a lot of the white girls apart.
I know. There's one of them. And I think she made the cut, but like as soon as she stepped out of the limo, I was like, oh my god, she looks like a fucking alcoholic. And then like,
was it the one that like she's like, I'm funny, I'm so funny.
She was a blonde. That's all I know.
Because there was one of them that during the episode, I was like, oh, is this bitch drunk? Like she seems like she's drunk this entire time.
Could you go on a show with 30 other dudes and compete for a woman's love? Like, wouldn't you just be like seeing her kissing other dudes? Like,
it would be weird. Or like it
would just be so weird.
I'm sitting at one end of the pool and like I see another guy like diddling her at the other end of the pool, but I'm like, oh, but tonight I'm gonna get to diddle her. It's just weird. I don't think I could do that.
It's so weird. I know I couldn't.
Yeah, the only way I could do it was to be like I'm on a reality TV show.
Well, yeah,
and just play it up that way. That's the only way I would even think about doing like a Bachelor type show.
For sure. I mean, because like I don't know, like apparently, you know, you can become famous off of being on a reality show.
Yeah, I mean, every girl in this house just wanted to suck his cock from looking at his photo, and they're like, well, and if he has got a nice personality too, that's cool, I guess.
Well, then what about the slutty doctor that rolls up?
Yeah,
in lingerie. I'm like, what the fuck?
And that one chick in a bathtub showing up to him.
Oh my god! And then what about that lady's mom that showed up? I was like,
I was like, whoa, what the fuck? They're gonna have like grandmas on the show?
I was like, you could tell he was uncomfortable.
Yeah, he was thinking too, like, okay, that's kind of fun, but you're not gonna make it far.
Like this one right here. Like I feel like he like might have like a little down. Like look at it, you know what I mean? Like you know, like just like a little smidge. And then one of the women that I really hope this doesn't become popular. There was one of the women, like her eyeballs were like 4 feet apart. I was just like, what?
Hey, maybe she's like Sid
crazy.
from Ice Age or something, you know? Maybe she's related.
It's funny. It's funny. I ran across inbred TikTok the other day.
Oh boy, Jesus.
That is fucking nuts, dude. There's this guy. He's like an older man.
Mm-hmm.
He was like fucking his brother and his sister had him or whatever.
I thought you were saying he was fucking his brother and his sister.
No. Well, it is. They're like from West Virginia. Like they're in the fucking hills. It's just all inbreeding. Like and like he doesn't even know how to talk. Like he just barks. Like
I've seen this guy.
I'm like, dude, this is fucking nuts.
I know.
Like, what
you know how terrifying it would be to meet these people? Like imagine being trapped in their house.
God, dude, no way.
I would die.
But then again, so is like, I mean, Teddy's a little bit older, but she's never slept with anyone, according to her. So,
yeah, but then we also got to go down the road. What if she considers sleeping with someone? What if she's done anal and she doesn't consider that sex?
Well, I mean, I highly doubt that, but I mean, maybe it's possible. But she did say if she got picked for Fantasy Suite, she would go get plowed by Clayton. So,
is that an exact quote from her?
I heard her say that, yes.
Wow, okay. I don't think I heard that part, but I'll take your word for it. That's exactly what she said, sure.
Absolutely. So it's like, all you got to do is rub this dude's penis like a fucking, what do they call those? Like a genie
lamp or something?
A genie lamp, exactly what I was thinking of. And poof, out comes some jizz and you get a rose.
I think you just cracked the code of The Bachelor.
I mean, that's all it is. I mean, come on, Jesus Christ. That's how it is with anyone. You get any guy up there, they start getting their dick rubbed on, fucking nibbling on the neck, and, like...
So yeah, are you saying he would have... Do you think he would have struggled more if more girls brought him over to the pool and jerked him off?
Absolutely. Because, I mean, like, who wouldn't, be like, oh, let's check it out. Like, let's But then again, maybe they wouldn't want to watch it because you're now... husband would be making out with all these women.
Well, here, I don't know. Let me ask you that. So, say the way you and Abby got together was through a Bachelor type show, and you went back and watched it, and you guys had a connection. Like he thinks he has a connection with Shanae, and then you end up watching the show together, and you see some shady shit, like she's like being a bully to some girls and saying, "Oh, I got Hess," I fake cried to him and stuff. But you guys still have that little connection. What would you do there? What would your reaction be?
I mean, like, how long have we been together?
How long do you think they filmed the show for?
I don't know. 6 months.
Let's say 7 months. You guys are good a little bit after the show, and then it comes out.
I'd drop her. I mean, that's just shady as shit.
I like how you were like, well, how long are we together? You get the instant, and didn't matter. I'm just gonna drop her.
I mean, 7 months. I mean, it's not that long.
What if you guys were together 9 months?
That's still not long enough.
Still not long enough. She's gone.
No,
Abby, if you're listening, I hope you don't fuck up.
I mean, we've been together it'll be 9 years in May. So
is that long? But so 9 years in May. You guys watched The Bachelor, and you find out she was lying to you your first couple months together. How did you feel? Say your first 3 months together, she was lying half the time.
I would definitely question it, and we would definitely have a conversation, and I might just say bye.
Oh wow, really? So 9 years isn't even long enough.
I mean, trust is a huge thing. It's almost like they're woke culture or whatever, woke, with the whole the black cubes on their butt. If they were in the phone.
when they were censoring each other. Yeah. No, it always is it makes it look worse when you put a black bar over a bikini. Because it looks like the girl's vag lips are just flopping out all over the place. Instead of she's just in a bikini.
I think they might have had a heads up, hey, you need to come up with some a line or two that rhymes or whatever.
I might need to put on my detective hat next time we watch this and get my little magnifying glass out.
I think you're just fake? Falling into the trap of reality.
They're tricking me. I'm I don't know. They were just dating. I don't know.
This show is great.
No, you know what's fun? I've done this all 3 episodes. I'm watching it for a while. I'm this show's got to be almost over. And I check to see how much left. And I always do that at the 40-minute mark. And I'm fuck, I have another 40 fucking minutes left of this show.
I know.
It's just so long.
And it's not Chris Hansen. He was To Catch a Predator.
Yeah. That's a different show altogether.
Yeah. Maybe. Ooh. What if they?
Chris Harrison.
Chris Harrison. Abby just texted me Harrison. What if they did a cross episode with where it's actually The Bachelor, but they're catching a predator.
Oh, and one of
Clayton is the predator.
He walks out with a rose and goes, "Hey, Clayton, can you sit down for a second?"
Yeah.
We accept this rose. He grabs it and he goes, "Get him now! Now!"
And then he does it like a magic trick, and they turn into handcuffs.
Oh no, that's way. And he's like, "Oh shit, what?"
Yeah.
You know.
Like, by the way, you're surrounded by police.
That could be.
You're under arrest.
That could be like the most fun show ever. As like a trick to catch a predator where they think it's The Bachelor. I mean, I don't think a lot of people would be on board with it because
that's pretty extravagant.
Because you're using the children. Well, what if instead of children we used midgets? So then they just look like children. Small people. Sorry,
little people. I think they want to be called little people.
Little people. We'll just get smaller people in general that just look young.
Yeah.
And they'll be the trick. No, yeah, that could be a great show. I'd at least watch the first episode of that to see someone get caught.
100%. I mean, I feel like the entire world would watch the first episode.
Yeah,
at least.
And we should make it the goal too.
You know?
We only try to trick celebrities and get them caught on the show.
Yes,
that's who we go for.
Absolutely,
I
think so. Who would be the first? Who would be our first guest? Who do you think's a little pervy in the Hollywood world?
Well. My first thought was Chris D'Elia, but he's kind of already caught, so that'd just be like a do-over. Let's see. Who would be... Let's get Alec Baldwin.
You think Alec Baldwin's a little pervy-hervy?
I mean, we could figure it out. We could at least try. I mean, that's not make him a pervert, but we can investigate.
He's kind of going through his own shit right now. I don't think that we could get him right now.
Okay.
With the gun, what if shooting?
I don't want to get political here, but what if we got Donald Trump? I mean, wouldn't that be crazy? First episode, we got Donald Trump arrested. I mean, who wouldn't watch that show?
Yeah.
We might need to go into hiding after that first episode for a bit.
Half of America wouldn't watch it.
But they would, because they'd be like, no, that's not real. And they would try to, just like we're watching The Bachelor, they'd be like, that's staged. It wasn't real.
Yeah. You'd have to go into, hiding.
Yeah, no, I'd have to build an underground bunker in a secret location.
Police, what do they call that?
Witness protection?
I can't think right now. Yes, witness protection. I could not think. Holy moly. I'm gonna say let's get. I think my first guess I would do a little Tobey Maguire.
Oh shit! Get a little spot since he's hot from Spider-Man. And be like, actually, he's not the Spider-Man you guys thought he was. Yeah.
I don't think he is. I think he's a little pervy-hervy.
He walks in like,
you like your panties?
Yeah. He's like, do you like orange juice?
Do you guys like orange juice?
That's you. You're the host of the show. We fire Chris Hansen after the first episode, and you walk up to them and you go, "Hey, excuse me, Tobey Maguire."
Do you guys like orange juice?
And you sit him down and you have a chat with him.
And they're like, "Yeah, we do." And I'm like, "All right." So I give him a cup of OJ, and then we just sit there and talk if he's a sexual predator. Over orange juice.
Okay, third episode guest, O.J. Simpson.
Do you guys like orange juice?
Or he could just be like a guest host.
Oh my God, O.J. Simpson's.
Yeah. I mean, because his nickname was Juice.
How perfect would that be? A show where O.J. Simpson's the host of like a Catch a Predator thing, which it's covered up by looking like The Bachelor, and he offers people orange juice.
And if we wanted to make it even funnier, since his nickname was Juice, we could cover him in Cheeto dust, and he would literally be orange juice.
I like, of all things, you could have got him like spray tanned or any other thing. You could have rubbing Cheeto dust on him.
Because I feel like I've said that to someone before, like, oh wow, you're awesome. Like, why, how are you still
Did you
single?
say that to Abby when you guys were getting together?
I believe I did.
Oh wow, are you Clayton?
I might be.
Can you imagine? You take off a mask, you've been Clayton the whole time.
Guys mean it as a compliment, but
yeah, I do get it. He does mean it as like a really big compliment to the lady, But it does just because it feels like there's like no good answer to that, really.
Right, because it's like, well, what's wrong with you? Why don't?
Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty much the question is, what the fuck's your deal? Because you seem normal, but someone has to know something.
So many. They could do so many spinoffs. They could do like, normal, like normal people love. They could do like BBWs, like fat people.
Oh.
Fat people bachelor, fatty batch.
The Bachelor.
Fatty batch.
I like fatty batch. I like fatty batch. Welcome back to Fatty Batch.
Yeah. I mean, you could do like, anorexic batch.
Oh, okay.
You could do Bachelor on the spectrum with like TikToks.
Do you do racist Bachelor?
I mean, I feel like you can't go there. Yeah, I don't think you could go there. But you could totally. I mean, they could really go and do like.
Yeah, you really could do any spinoff. I would love to watch the old people one that they do now.
That seems a little weird, but I would think that would have less drama, but I for some reason feel like it would have more.
It would probably have more of it, yeah, just because you would expect it, because
they're old and they don't have much longer to live, and they're like, fuck it, we're just gonna.
I'm gonna be dead in a month, so fuck this bitch. Yeah, true.
Exactly. But I mean, what if they just say, hey, 2 of these 31 women have a penis?
Oh, that's a good show right off the bat. You're dating all these girls,
and the audience doesn't know either.
Yeah.
So you're looking for bulges in the pants,
I like your panties.
Yeah, you're looking for all the little, things. But yeah, I mean, they could go that route. I mean, they could do like the LGBTQ.
Yeah, I would watch the hell
Bachelor.
out of that.
Yeah.
Just like I said, our first step. Where's the gay Bachelor? They have all these bachelors, no gay Bachelor.
I would assume. I feel like that would get good ratings.
Yeah, you think everyone and their mom would watch Gay Bachelor?
We should message Teddy and be like, hey, you should come on our podcast.
Hey, you should. And then on here, she can announce that she's the next Bachelor. Bachelorette, sorry. Well, she could be the Bachelor. I don't want to say she can't do anything just because she doesn't have a penis. And I don't even know. Maybe she does have a penis.
Yesterday was National Women's Day, so yes, she can do whatever she wants. So.
On that day only, though. Any other day, fuck no.
I found it hilarious when Clayton was like flipping out at the end, and Jesse walks up and he's like, "Hey, what's going on, bud? What can I help you?
How you doing, buddy? What's going on?"
What the fuck? So like, let's just say like she goes first. Like, do they just fall in love and he says, "I want to marry you"?
Maybe if they go first.
You put your ball sack into my mouth.
Or is it like, I don't want you to fuck the other two now. And if you do,
and I wish I could see that. Like, imagine her going first, her saying that, and then like the date with Rachel, like she's like, "I want to fuck you in this bed," and then he's like, "Sorry, I can't. I promised Susie I wouldn't."
Yeah.
Because then she's like, "Oh, so you're picking Susie then," and then she leaves.
Yeah, and Susie looked a little psychotic when Gabby came home.
Oh yeah, every time someone came home, she was terrified.
I was like, she's totally I'll find you.
Yeah, I gotta put that on the soundboard.
Totally.
Oh, don't ever leave me.
Ever.
Good. Because I'd find you.
It's a huge, I mean, like, in the moment, she says, "You love me more than I love you. I don't love you as much as you love me." And then, he's like, "I'm willing to wait. I'm willing to do whatever." Okay, he was in Rachel's shoes right there. Because Rachel...
Yeah, because Rachel's like, "You really going to put me in the car? Come on, like, I'm fighting for you."
I know. I was a little bit... I didn't cry.
You started getting choked up. You're like, oh,
I was like,
Rachel.
Wow. I'm like, that's fucked, dude. I'm like,
no, yeah, that was a hard scene to watch.
In love with him, like, holy shit. Like, did you happen to know, this is completely off of a different, I mean, it's a TV show, Euphoria.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Faye, the drug dealer, like the meth head or whatever, the heroin addict.
Mm-hmm.
She's a porn star.
Oh yeah, you didn't know that?
Abby told me about it last night.
Oh yeah, it was all over TikTok, like the whatever episode
like,
she showed up in first.
Fuck?
It supposedly the guy who makes the show saw her on Instagram, and that's how he wanted to cast her.
Sure.
Yeah, that's all he was doing.
I had a hard on this morning.
That's his story, and he's sticking to it.
Oh, that's good.
Like your fannies.
I wish you were right about the night of. It would have made the show a lot better.
Oh,
with the
God.
the moose heads with the cameras in them.
No.
That would have been when you said that. That blew my mind, and I was like, "Oh, that's gonna be cool." And it never fucking happened.
Well, the funny thing is I have seen probably 5 to 10 TikToks about people saying like you have to watch that show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
That's
within the
funny.
past like week or two. So apparently people are just not getting around to it.
Maybe we should rewatch that.
Maybe.
I'd give it another whirl if we did a podcast. Can you believe though our old podcasts? Some of them were almost 2 hours long on the fucking night of.
That is nutty.
I can't believe that we talked that. No wonder we were disappointed in the end of the show. We talked about it for 2 weeks, 2 hours a fucking week.
Maybe that's why. Maybe we overanalyzed it.
Maybe.
It's like paralysis by analysis. You know what I mean? I say we just walk into Viacom and say, "Hey, we're here to pitch you an idea."
Yeah, I like that idea.
I don't know if it's Viacom that does it, but
I don't even know. What channel is it on? Is it?
It's on ABC.
Oh, so that'd be Disney then.
Yeah, we're just walking to Disney.
Yeah, be like, hey, if you Mickey Mouse fuck, give us a Bachelor spinoff.
Yeah. Toodaloo!
I'm totally putting little toodaloo on the soundboard next time. It's totally going on there.
It's good times right there. Good times.